Very strict Japanese laws that shock most foreigners. Japan is a centuries-old culture and we all need to respect it, no matter how odd some of its customs seem to us. And speaking in general, you should always respect the culture of whichever country you're visiting, because otherwise you could get into serious trouble. If you are in Japan, don't ever go out without your passport. As a foreigner in Japan, you should always carry your passport with you. Police can stop you virtually anywhere and ask you for some ID. The only ID that you should use in a foreign country is your passport. Otherwise, you're going to spend some time in jail. You should check out the list of illegal medicines before visiting. Well, some medicines that are allowed in other countries are, in fact, banned in Japan. For example, you shouldn't have any medications that have the stimulant pseudoephedrine. That one is illegal in Japan. This includes inhalers and sinus allergy medications. If you really have to use those meds, you should carry a prescription for that. Smoking. Smoking is allowed in most restaurants, but it is forbidden in some open areas. Drinking. You are allowed to drink in public in Japan. Some Japanese may find it offensive, but it is allowed by their law. You should report any explosives. This seems like a no-brainer, but if you find some explosives, or have some, and you don't report them, you'll be fined. Price for such irresponsibility is about $100. Women don't have the same rights as men. In a case of divorce, women have to wait 6 months to marry again, where the men don't. If a child is born during those 6 months, the child will automatically be the ex-husband's baby. The marriage rules. There is one rule that was recognized in the age when arranged marriages were a thing. In present-day Japan, you can actually invalidate the marriage if it turns out that you married the wrong person for whatever reason. Homemade alcohol. If you're planning on getting boozed up at the house, don't do it in Japan. At home, you're not permitted to brew alcohol stronger than 1%. Election campaign reimbursement. Those who are involved in a political campaign will be paid up to $110 for hotels, $30 for food, and $5 for snacks per day. I may quit my job as a narrator and go ahead and get to Japan so I can make that $145 every day. Dying in a duel. This one is even stranger. If you die in a duel, insurance companies will not pay out to your next of kin. Conversely, if you win the duel, the insurance company will give you all the money from the person you just killed. How to handle a fegu. Fegu, aka a pufferfish, is very poisonous, tetrodotoxin, and it can kill you. That is why you need to have a license in Japan in order to handle this fish. Throwing away money. It is against the law to damage or throw away money in Japan. If anyone catches you doing that, you'll have to pay the price or spend some time in jail. Seems like if you don't like a friend or family member, you could probably accuse them of that and make it stick. Life beyond Earth. If, while you're staying in Japan, you discover that there is life in outer space, you are legally obligated to report that to the Secretary General of the United Nations and the international scientific community as well. Yep, they got laws for that too.